Lured by the web, a chilling encounter on Craigslist. I rarely found myself perusing Craigslist for my shopping needs, but the prospect of affordable workout equipment led me down the digital marketplace rabbit hole. Weights and machines, typically beyond my budget when purchased new, were suddenly within reach through the realm of second-hand goods. One evening, as I scrolled through the listings, a particular offer caught my eye, a set of weights at a seemingly unbeatable price. The post, authored by someone named Mary, had only appeared a few hours ago. Intrigued, I promptly sent an email expressing my interest. To my surprise, Mary responded within minutes, stating she could meet me that very night at 7 p.m. The address she provided belonged to a house in a familiar neighborhood, just 20 minutes away. My cautious nature prompted me to do some reconnaissance online, inspecting the house and its surroundings. The dwelling appeared ordinary, lacking any immediate red flags. Despite a subtle hesitation, the allure of a great deal prevailed, and I decided to venture forth. As I parked my car at the end of the road in a quiet cul-de-sac, I couldn't shake off the slight unease that had settled in. The front door was curiously ajar as I approached, prompting me to knock instead of just walking in. A man emerged from the hallway, claiming to be Mary's husband. His friendly demeanor did little to dispel the lingering discomfort, but I cautiously accepted his invitation to step inside. According to him, Mary would join us momentarily after changing out of her work clothes. The living room, where we ended up, offered a peculiar sight, a set of weights laid out on the floor, and nothing else. No furniture, no decorations, just an eerie emptiness. The man explained that they were in the process of moving, offering a reasonable explanation for the stark lack of furnishings. Despite the reassurance, my skepticism heightened when I noticed missing weight plates. Upon questioning, the man assured me that Mary might have the others and left me alone in the room. A sense of foreboding gripped me, compelling me to investigate further. As I approached the stairs, I caught a glimpse of the man standing at the top, staring blankly at the wall. Panic set in. This was a charade, a trap carefully orchestrated. Swiftly making my way to the front door, I heard heavy footsteps descending the stairs. The man called after me to wait, but my instincts propelled me forward. I burst out of the house and into the safety of my car. Strangely, he chased after me, racing around the side of the house. I pulled over at a safe distance and dialed the police, recounting the bizarre encounter with the hope that they could make sense of the unfolding mystery. When the officers visited me later, they dropped a bombshell. The house had been vacant for over a year. Chills ran down my spine as the sinister reality of the situation unfolded. The man's malicious plan had involved using a phantom listing to lure unsuspecting victims into an empty house. The narrowness of my escape left me with a profound awareness of the dangers lurking behind seemingly innocuous online transactions. As the police delved deeper into the case, the story took a more sinister turn. The weights left in the abandoned house became not just a potential lead but a crucial piece of evidence, bearing the possibility of fingerprints that could unmask the predator behind this disturbing charade. The revelation added an additional layer of horror to the already unsettling ordeal, emphasizing the importance of vigilance in the digital age where dangers could manifest in unexpected ways. Beyond the door, unmasking the secrets of the Craigslist room. Upon graduation, the pursuit of a better job necessitated a search for an affordable living space. My part-time position at a local grocery store wasn't cutting it, and the prospect of upgrading my living situation loomed. Apartments were financially out of reach, prompting me to explore Craigslist, a platform that promised a myriad of options for rooms available for rent. As days turned into a frustrating cycle of unresponsive listings and apologies for taken spaces, a glimmer of hope emerged one Saturday morning. A new room had surfaced, nearby, reasonably priced, and seemingly perfect. The listing, curated by a man named Steven, painted a picture of a spacious house complete with a spare bedroom, a separate bathroom, and a closet. Intrigued, I hastily sent an email expressing my interest, and we agreed to a viewing later that afternoon. Arriving after my shift, the house appeared as any other in a typical neighborhood. Parking my car on the side of the road, I approached the door. My knocks echoed in the quiet surroundings, met with an unusual delay before Steven finally revealed himself, sweaty and emanating an unpleasant odor. Suppressing my discomfort, I entered, and he guided me through the ground floor, showcasing a kitchen and living room that seemed strangely neglected. The once pristine spaces depicted in the pictures were now marred by old dishes and stained furniture. The stark contrast between the images and reality was disconcerting, but my focus shifted to the upstairs, my intended living space. Stephen gestured for me to ascend the stairs, yet to my unease, he remained at the bottom, smiling. He directed me to the first room on the left, claiming it to be mine. As I stepped into the hallway, a muffled thud echoed from the supposedly empty room. Glancing back, I found Stephen's smile replaced by an unsettling glare. Questioning the noise, he brushed it off as a friend staying the night, a detail he conveniently omitted earlier. My nerves heightened as I felt a growing sense of unease. Everything seemed off, and my instinct screamed at me to leave. Attempting to sound confident, I informed Stephen that the place wouldn't work for me. His reaction was less than favorable. He moved to block the stairs, his demeanor turning confrontational. Standing firm, a couple of steps away, I insisted on leaving. He persisted, urging me to check out the room. My discomfort escalated, and I firmly declined. Surprisingly, he relented, smiling and stepping aside. Hastily, I walked past him, escaping through the front door. The relief was palpable, but an unsettling feeling lingered. Later, as I checked Craigslist, the posting had vanished. The mysterious room and its unknown occupant raised chilling questions in my mind. What was really behind that closed door? The memory of that peculiar encounter still haunts me, leaving me with a sense of fortunate escape from something far more sinister than an empty room. The enigma of that house lingers, and the unanswered questions continue to unfold in my mind, leaving an indelible mark on my post-college journey. House of Secrets, the mystery of the false roommate. In the hushed shadows of college life, I shared a small house with a friend, whom I'll call Alex. Our journey from dorms to co-renting a house marked our transition into adulthood. The blissful ignorance of budgeting slowly faded, replaced by the reality of our dwindling bank accounts. Moving out wasn't an option we entertained willingly, so we embarked on the quest for a new roommate. The search began within our circle of friends, but none showed interest, leaving us no choice but to venture into the realm of online postings. I cast my net on Facebook Marketplace, and Alex delved into the mysterious world of Craigslist. Weeks passed with meager responses until Alex received an email from someone named Sam in response to his Craigslist post. Sam, a few years our senior and freshly graduated, came to inspect the house and, on the surface, appeared amiable and clean. Grateful for a potential solution, we welcomed him into our abode. Initial months were marked by camaraderie as Sam seamlessly integrated into our lives. However, an abrupt change occurred, casting a shadow over our newfound camaraderie. Sam became mysteriously reclusive, confining himself to his room, emerging only for basic necessities. While it didn't necessarily bother me, the shift in his behavior raised an eyebrow. Around the fourth month, an unsettling odor permeated the house. Alex, my silent accomplice in the nightly escapade, alerted me to this unpleasant discovery. He gestured towards Sam's room, urging me to investigate quietly. The stench was overpowering, an alien presence we had never encountered before. Unsettled but curious, we attempted to confront Sam about it, knocking repeatedly on his door. Silence greeted us. Convinced he was inside, we gave up, deciding to broach the topic Stephen Oro. Late into the night, the pungent smell lingered, but our inquiries remained unanswered. The following day, I cautiously approached Sam, questioning him about the strange odor. His abrupt departure offered no satisfactory explanation, leaving me puzzled. I shared my concerns with Alex, who echoed my confusion but deemed it wise not to push further. Weeks passed, and Sam's silent demeanor persisted, though the offensive odor had dissipated. One night, in the eerie silence of the house, I was jolted awake by strange movements beneath my room, where Sam's quarters lay. Intrigued, I listened, attempting to decipher the nocturnal activity. Unable to discern its nature, I eventually succumbed to sleep. The next morning, Sam left for work as usual but didn't return that night. Days turned into a worrisome silence, his absence raising concerns. Calls to his phone went unanswered, pushing us to investigate further. His room, upon inspection, revealed signs of abrupt departure, personal belongings missing, yet clothes and furniture left behind. In a drawer, I stumbled upon a pair of glasses, an oddity as Sam was not a glasses wearer. Growing unease led Alex to contact the police, reporting Sam as a possible missing person. An officer arrived, and we shared our limited knowledge, presenting a photograph taken with Sam when he first moved in. A week later, a different detective contacted us, unraveling a disturbing truth: the man in the photo was not Sam. A family identified him as their missing son, gone for almost a year. The case veered into a labyrinth of complications as the imposter lied about every detail. Our contact with the authorities dwindled, leaving us haunted by the realization that our house had sheltered a man with a fabricated identity, legally missing. The unsettling prospect that he might be hiding from authorities due to an undisclosed past chilled us to the bone, forever etching this bizarre experience in the annals of our memories.